Hi everyone, thank you so much for watching. This is going to be a part 1 video on how to start round pinning your horse. The first thing I like to start with is grooming my horse to let them know that I want to bond with them and just grow that relationship a little stronger, build that trust and whatnot. His mane was a little messy, so it took a little longer than usual. So for this first part of round pinning, I am just going to use the lead rope to push him rather than a handy stick or a crop whip. So I'm just going to unclip him and walk to the middle. And I love Ponder because he's always looking at you and always paying the most respect to you. So to start, I don't let them choose the side we start on. So see how he starts to go to the left? I'm going to step in front of his drive line once I get my lead rope all figured out, and I'm going to start pushing him the opposite direction. That just lets him know that you're always the one making the decision and not him. So to keep him moving forward, what you want to do is stay behind what we call his drive line. His drive line is going to be where his front shoulders are, or I guess you can also think of it as where you kick them while you're in the saddle. I always tend to look at their butt and make sure I'm lined up right with their butts. So I am literally just following along, kind of guiding him. Now, I'm not trying to chase him or anything, and when I want to stop him, I'm not going to do it aggressive. I'm just going to slide right to the left in front of him, right in front of his drive line. So as soon as he stops and respects me and looks at me with both eyes like that, I tell him he's a good boy and I move on to the other side, because you always want to work both sides evenly. So same thing, my left hand is the pushing hand, so it has the lead rope to swing around, and my right hand is empty and it's my pointer finger to let him know what direction I want him to go in. I'm not doing either pointing or hitting my lead rope down because he's not disrespecting me at all. So I don't want to continue to nag him if he's already doing what I want. So we're just going to go around the same amount of times, and then same thing, just a slight step right in front of his drive line. We're going to wait for him to look at me with both his eyes. He's such a good boy. So now I'm going to show you guys what not to do that typically people do when they start round pinning, and that is following your horse too close. So it looks like I'm chasing him and my energy is super, super high. I'm not giving him any space or trusting him. And then another thing people do are they don't move at all. So like some people just kind of pivot in the middle, and whereas Ponder is really respectful and he'll listen until he doesn't see you move for a minute, they're eventually just going to stop and be super confused at what you're asking. So the proper way to do this is just to have a nice, small, consistent circle, and it's just to pivot around enough to follow him as far as staying behind his drive line. You're not trying to chase him, you're not staying in the same place. You are pushing your horse gently. So something that helped me when I first started this was I drug my feet to make sure I was staying in the same circle. And then you're just going to step slightly in front of that drive line again, wait for that respect, tell him he's a good boy. And usually I also lope with my horses, but this is a part 1 video, so I wanted to make it nice and easy for you guys. The way I walk up to my horses is I make him look at me and walk to the side and make sure he's still looking at me. And once he kind of takes a step forward to me and shows me that respect, I'll go up to him and clip the lead rope on. Thank you so much for watching my video today. I'm going to have a part 2, and the part 2 is going to consist of not only direction changes while round pinning, but how to lope while round pinning. Thank you again. Bye.